So, first things first, I was part of the food support project that was going on. It was me and this other girl. I'm not really going to get too much into that because it was stressful. But it is going to come up later in the story. Also, I've been sick, so my voice is not all there. So, it's great. I love it. So, yeah, I was part of the food support thing for them. We got them tacos. It's great. I ended up being one of the first people there. I got there at like 1, somewhere around there. There was only one other girl there. It was just us for the longest time. I'm not even kidding, the longest time. And Jesus. So while we were sitting outside the venue, the members went live on Instagram, and we thought they were already at the venue. So when the members went outside, we were like half expecting them to walk around the corner. They ended up going outside into like a suburban neighborhood. I'm not even kidding. It was like a whole bunch of houses. So I guess they got an Airbnb. Probably safer than doing hotel. But yeah. So we were at the venue before the members were, which is hilarious. It's but yeah, for the longest time it was just the two of us, and then check-in was at 5 or 5:30, somewhere around there. People didn't start showing up until like 4:30. And even then it was just a small handful of us. But one girl brought the Texas flag for all of us to sign that she gave to the staff members. So we had gifts for them, some of us did. And when we went inside, it was weird. There was one side of the venue which just had the long table for all of the merch pickup and everything. So we went in, and since I was one of the first people in line, I ended up being first, and I had a gift for Naruchan. Jesus, the cat. Ignore the cats, by the way. So my gift for him was just this bunny that smelled like chocolate, and a small little dog tag that had M.O.N.T and Mint and then the day of the concert engraved on it, and I kind of put the necklace on the bunny. So I gave it to one of the staff members to put on the table for the gifts. Jesus, I can't talk. See ya. And I still have not seen him wear it. Yeah. But we went in for the high touch in the group photo, and since I was the first person in line, I was first to do it. And we were doing it in groups of 3 because the VIP was so small. There honestly wasn't a lot of people there at all. I think a lot more people started showing up after the concert already started, but I have no idea how many people there originally were going to be. So anyway, we went in, we did the high touch first, and oh my god. If any of you have ever done the My Music Taste or Studio Path high touch, you know it kind of goes like really, really fast. You just get like a half-second touch and go. That's kind of how they do it. With M.O.N.T, they legit held our hands. So we went up and we gave them like the high five, and they held onto our hands and like looked at us and was just like, oh hi. Oh jeez. Yeah, anyway. After the high touch, we sat down in front of them, and I ended up being in front of Rhoda, so I asked him if we could do a heart, and he did. It was really, really cute. And actually the 2 girls that I was with, one of them was the girl who brought the flag, which was really great. She's a sweetheart. So we sat down for the group photo, did the hearts. All three of us did a heart. It was really, really cute. And Rhoda, I'm not even kidding, he's so intimidating. Like, in pictures and videos, and like when they do lives, he's just like this sweet little fluff ball. No. In person, he's just like extremely intimidating. I don't know how else to explain it. It's crazy. After we did the group photo with VVIP, I think VIP also had one. After that, everyone kind of found their spot around the stage. And they were also doing the selfie pickup and the merch pickup for pre-order. And I got 3 because I'm broke. I definitely was broke. But yeah. And so yeah, VVIP, we were all surrounding the stage. And I was pretty much in the center, which is awesome. And they didn't have a barrier up, so we all were just like leaning on the stage. And then a little before the concert was starting, a few of the staff members came by and were like putting up the barrier. And it was just like very light. It was kind of that seatbelt material kind of barrier. And one of the staff members who was putting it up looked at us and was like, "This isn't gonna do any good, is it?" And we all were just shaking our heads like, no, and it really didn't do any good. Throughout the entire concert, we all ended up moving forward and pushing the barrier. And yeah, they didn't really have a reason to put it up, they just did. All the cuts means that something's happening that I have to deal with, by the way. It's annoying. So, concert starts, and like I said, we all were slowly pushing the barrier up throughout the entire concert, so. But the concert was amazing. It is by far the best experience I've had. Part of it was because I was directly in front of the stage, but the members were so good to us. Like, they were going around holding our hands, just getting all up in our faces, things like that. And they were interacting with us a lot. Like, there was one point where Narchan said something in Korean, I forgot, but then he was like, "Do you all know what that means?" And we were all like, "Yeah." So he got like really shocked and was like, "How do you know what that means?" So everyone just said "you," and oh, he was so cute. He was like, "Oh, so you've been watching our Korean lessons?" Yeah. The concert ended. I don't really know what else to say about the concert except that it was really, really great. At the end, they brought out the Dallas flag that we all signed, and we got the pictures with it, and it was really cute. After the concert ended, the members went backstage to change into their little event outfit. I don't know. They came out dressed as minions. So the order they were doing, it was GA, VIP, and then VVIP, so I ended up being one of the last people to go and get my pictures with them. And it was really cute. At one point when GA was going, I was just kind of standing around talking to the group of people I was with, made friends with, whatever. And Narjan was just dancing around, and then he looked over at us and we all waved at him and he waved back at us. It was, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. I miss them. I really miss them. But yeah. So we went up and I was going to get my picture done with them, and Narchan, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if we were like gonna just high five and hold hands or whatever, but we ended up hugging and it was really cute. And then he grabbed my phone and he was like, "Oh, do you want to take it?" So I said no. I didn't want to take it. He took it. But he took it, and it was really cute. I think he asked how the show was, and I said it was amazing because it was. And then Rhoda, I think I had the same problem with him. We didn't know what was going on, and he just kind of grabbed my phone, and I asked if we could hold hands. And then it took us a hot minute to figure out what we were doing. Eventually we held hands and got the picture. And I was going to M.O.N.T, he was like dancing around and like singing along to the song that was playing. He is a fluff ball. I don't know how else to explain it. He's just a sweetheart. And he said hi, and then he grabbed my phone and he turned it over to look at the case on the back, which was a 4K case that I love. I'd get it, but I don't feel like it. But yeah, he turned it over to look at the case and said it was beautiful. And then he took the picture. We did the same pose that I did with Narchan, only not as close. And it was so funny. One of the girls I was with, she said my picture with Narchan looked like we were a couple. God bless. He's my bias, so I adore him. That made me happy. But yeah, after the selfies, my phone died. It did not last throughout the night. It just died, and I didn't have a way of charging it. So that sucked. But after all of the pictures were taken, they went back and changed again, and we did the fan sign. And if you've ever done a fan sign with Studio Pav, you know that they rush you. Like, you don't really get a lot of time to talk to the members, depending how many people there are. For VAV, almost a couple weeks ago, it was insanely rushed, like, blink and you miss it. And then, but with 4K, it was a little bit slower. You got to talk to them a little bit. But they are really strict about not having anything in the album. You can't put any sticky notes in them. And you have to have them sign a certain page, whether it's the front of the album or just the first page in it. But at local, the staff went around. They handed out pads of sticky notes for us to write our names on. I can't talk. And then we also got to write questions down to put in them. And they were just completely fine with it. Like, they didn't have a problem. So that was amazing. And it also went by kind of not slow, but it wasn't rushed. Like, we had quite a while to just talk to them, and it was amazing. So yeah, I absolutely loved the fan sign. And yeah, I ended up being one of the last few people to go again, because when you're at the end, you kind of get more time. Yeah. But so yeah, I wrote my name, and then I had the I don't know what I'm doing. I had the 3 sticky notes for a question for each member. And on Bitsale, my god, I couldn't think of a serious question for him. So I was just like, hey, can I buy you a drink sometime? Oh my god. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. But that was my question for him, and he was the first member for the fan sign. So I actually ended up asking him that. And they had translators nearby whenever they needed it. So she kind of translated it for him, and he got really excited. Like, he was just like, oh, you like to drink? So I said, yeah. And he was like, yeah, you can do that. So that came back and bit me in the butt later, and I will explain why. But after M.O.N.T was Narchan, and my question for him was along the lines of, how did you like Dallas? What was your favorite moment? And he is smooth. Like, he was the only member that actually wrote his answer, and he wrote "now with you." And I still have that sticky note, by the way. After that, I was like, how did you like the tacos? And he got so excited. He was just like, oh, that was you? And so I said, yeah, because I was one of the people working on it. And he was like, oh, that was also a really good moment. And then he told the translator that apparently him and the other members had a competition to see who could eat the most. But, low-key, one of the staff members that I was, like, working with for the food support and everything, she told me that they ended up drinking a ton of milk because of how spicy the tacos were, which is adorable. So, they might have had a competition, but they probably downed a gallon of milk afterwards. And then Rhoda. I'll say it again, he's intimidating. So intimidating. My question for him, because I couldn't think of another serious question, was just like, hey, we were born in the same year, can we celebrate our birthdays together? And I think he's one of the members that speaks English the least, because he kind of immediately had to ask the translator, and she told him, and he got really excited. He was like, oh, we were born the same year, 98, so I said yes. And then he started drawing me, which, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, but he started his drawing, and then above it, he wrote 98. Like, he's adorable, but he's intimidating. It's weird. He's kind of like Dong-hoon. But yeah, we did that. Wow, so my camera died before I finished the story, but anyway, after the concert, me and Mari, who I don't know if I mentioned this, but we were kind of outside talking to people, trying to see like who wanted to go out and get something to eat, and we were debating between a couple of places, Dansungsa and Soju 101, and we were gonna meet a couple of her friends there who didn't go to the concert, so we kind of just like, okay. We went to Dansungsa and parked, and we were just gonna wait for her friends to get there and figure out where we wanted to go, because Soju 101 is right next to it. So we did that. We get out of the car, and she sees one of the staff members going into Soju 101, and she's friends with a couple of staff members, so she was like, oh, well, maybe we could just go eat there and talk to them and just whatever. So her friends show up, and we tell them, hey, there's a couple of staff members over at Soju 101, do you want to eat there and just talk to them? So we go over there, and we discover it's literally the entire staff and the members. So, yeah, we go in, we get a spot near the door, and, you know, we're pretty calm the entire time. We're not freaking out or recording or taking pictures, so even if I wanted to, my phone was dead. But, so yeah, we're just sitting there, we're talking, you know, everything, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see someone, like, coming over and walking over to us to head out. So I, like, instinctively turn to look and immediately see Narchan. So I just, like, turn away, but, like, it's Narchan. Of course, I'm gonna keep looking at him every now and then. So, yeah, he's heading out the door, and he turns and looks at me. And he didn't know we were there originally, so he sees me, and he's just, like, smiling. He was like, oh, I've got you. So, yeah, that was fun. Rhoda went outside not too long afterwards, and I don't know what they were doing, to be honest. It's just kind of, I don't know. But yeah, when we come back inside, Naruto comes over to us and it's just like, enjoy your meal. Like, okay, yeah, I will now, thanks. It was so awkward. But yeah, he did that, went back, and then when they were finished and they were leaving, they were all waving at us and like saying bye. And that's when Bitsale noticed us because he didn't know we were there. So he noticed us and he just like smiled and was like, oh, bye, and started waving at us. Like, it was awkward. Yeah, after they left is when we started freaking out. It was hilarious. By far the funniest thing that happened that night. Like, wow. Of all places. I'm definitely going to do story times for all of the groups that I've seen, which, including M.O.N.T, is VAV, BAP, ACE, and 24K. I've seen VAV and BAP twice now, which is amazing. I will definitely get into that. I think ACE is going to be the next story because they are a close second for the best experience I've had. So, yeah, that's a fun story. But yeah. Oh, I forgot, I was gonna show the signing and the drawing for the album, so if I don't drop it, this is the album. It's really, really cute. Yeah. Alright, so I can't hold it apparently. It's so cute. I love it. But, oh yeah, I forgot about the photo card. Oh, I got Rhoda. Sorry, that was random. But yeah, so you can see 98 because Rhoda. And then photo card, not the photo card, the post-it right here. It was very cute. Yes, I said my Naruto. I also wrote that on the gift I gave him because he is my Naruto. I absolutely adore him. Yeah, that is all for the story time, and I will see you in the next one, I guess, if you actually watch it. Yeah.